What do you think it is about Japan that, and I don't want to say less religious in a sense, but maybe not on the same spectrum as, say, the United States, or maybe a country that is like Iran or Iraq, where in the United States it's Christianity, but in those other countries it's Islam. What do you think it is about Japan where it isn't the main focus? I would say would be the best way I could put that.
I think there is of course more complex explanation, and we can go track it back historically. But I think one of the key elements, which I always discuss also with my students, is how you define religion and how you define religious activities. So Japan, usually we one example that I usually use is when I first visited Japan, I went with a group of Japanese friends to Osaka for New Year's Eve. And we were chatting, and they asked me why I wanted to study religion, because nobody was interested in religion in Japan. And then the following morning, all of them on the 1st of January went to the temple, to the jinja, to the Shinto shrine, to pray for the new year. And I was raised in Italy, where if you say that you are not religious, it means that you don't go to church. You might go for a funeral, but usually you don't go. While I immediately realized that for them was something different. And I think one of the differences is sometimes people say that they are non-religious. They mean that they don't identify with a specific religion organization. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they don't practice rituals. So, for example, the visit to the temple in the beginning of the year is still very common. Buddhist funerals are declining a bit, but they are still quite common in Japan, and ancestor ritual. So sometimes I think we just look in the different direction. So we need to distinguish between the institutional religion or the religion organization and what the people do and the practice. So I think that if we look at Japan with category that came from Protestant Christianity, of course things looks a bit different, but this is probably a problem of our categories more than what really happened. This is one discussion. The other important point is, I think, one of the topics we wanted to discuss tonight, that in 1995 there was this major accident in Japan, the sarin gas attack that was perpetrated by a religious organization, and that was a big shock. That impacted quite significantly on the image of religion. Even before that, it was seen as something outdated and a bit stale, but after 1995, there was also these images that religion can be actually something dangerous, can kill. So that 1995 was, in a sense, a turning point on that as well.
Like what you heard? Well, head on over to our YouTube channel to hear more episodes of This Uncanny Earth, including this one, 192, where we talked with Professor Erica Baffelli. As always, why be boring when you can be uncanny?